telling me, I've got to get on the internet, I've got to get on the internet. And during those days, it was basically still pictures that took forever to, appear, and lots of writing. And I don't even type, so it was like not happening for me then. And then it just sort of went into high gear, and I started getting real excited about it. It's still pretty bad quality, but it's advancing, like every second, and it's just flying forward, and it's about the most exciting thing I ever heard of. Because the internet is like gossip. Whatever happens, it goes real fast, the good and the bad. And so some kid's going to put up a site with something, and it's going to be great, and pretty soon everybody in the world's going to know about it. It's just the way it is. Like I said, it's a chance to experiment, and the quality sometimes it sort of dictates the story in a strange way. When you see certain kind of images and the funky way they move, you just, something kicks in, and you adjust, and you make things that sort of go with that. And as the quality advances, the stories will change, and you're sort of finding your way in this world right now, and it will evolve. And but it's still storytelling, and it's still mood, and all the things. It's just a strange quality, that's all. It gives you a feeling that everything relates to everything. And when you have that feeling, you do something over here, and then it has repercussions of something over here. It's the most beautiful thing. And ideas just start whacking you, but first you have to set up the infrastructure, and that's sort of where I am now. It's a big, slow process in the beginning, but then as it gets going, we'll have our highways in place and shoot, stuff down them, and that's when ideas will start, going more. It's like the pencil and the paper. Whenever that was invented, people had the opportunity to write down stories. Some stories are great, and some stories are not so good. This is just a tool, the little DV camera, and somebody's going to be doing great stuff with it. But the important thing is it's now available to way more people. So everybody gets this chance to, create some stuff, and everybody gets a chance to put it somewhere where it can be seen by others.
You own a DV camera, David?
Yeah.
You shoot every day?
I don't shoot every day, but I shoot more and more and more working toward every day, yeah. But I shoot little experiments. I built a set up on the hill, and right up on the top of the hill here, and so we have a small house up there that's clean, and we have our equipment there, and then a stage outside where we can build sets and experiment. And it's like having a little outdoor sound stage. It's not a sound stage because it's not soundproof, but it's an outdoor stage where we can set up stuff and build environments and shoot.
And when you shoot with a DV, you also shoot around.
Yeah. I shot a bee's nest the other day.
A what?
A bee's nest, a nest of bees, for about an hour. One whole tape. It's unbelievable.
And it will be on the net.
It'll be on the net. I just shot this thing the other night. It's 12 hours long, and it's not going to be on the site 12 hours, but it's a 28-minute piece. The camera doesn't move, and that was shot on video, and then converted to digital and put in the computer. Then it goes to a QuickTime movie, goes up to the studio, shot on the screen, and we mix to it. So there's slowly but surely, one format goes to another, goes to another, goes to another, bent for a file that will stream, and you're on the internet. And it's all getting figured out, and it's pretty beautiful.
But it's like still, it's not like.
Only you can make it move. You can make, you can do anything. Some things are still and some things move. And when they move on streaming, they don't move like you're used to seeing. They move kind of jerky and funny. But that gives you another feeling. And so you find yourself working with that feeling. And you don't go against the medium, you go with it. And acting and reacting, you find your way. It's like that. It's an experiment, and those things that you do to experiment can take you places that you wouldn't necessarily have gone and open up whole new worlds. This thing is about opening up whole new worlds. And because it's this sense of freedom, because it's lightweight and fast, it doesn't mean it's bad. It means that it takes you someplace that you wouldn't normally go. And see, on a feature film, the beauty of it to me is it has a beginning, middle, and end, and it flows. And that form, that flowing, is like a piece of music. You don't stop a symphony in the middle and then start talking about it or interacting with the horn players or the bass player, It needs to flow because it's all built for certain, reasons to give feelings. Music and film also is so much like music. So if you interrupt it, it's killing it. Just like commercials. People get used to commercials, but commercials, then you have to interact, you have to build your thing so the commercials work for you. So, but on a feature film, the hardest part is to make it flow and pull you for 2 hours. That's a tricky thing. And it has to, all the parts have to be just right, or else the audience is out of it. We're entering a new age. It's not hype. It's not going to go away. It's too much fun, and it's too compelling because it's available to everybody. And it's not free, but it's available to everyone. I think the feeling is through chat rooms and emails, there's a sense of a community, and the community is visiting on the internet, and the community is getting bigger and bigger. And it goes sometimes singly or sometimes together to visit other things and talk about them and discover things. And it just going and going, and it's just there, and it's just starting.